Hello everybody, we are back with another round of videos. We are Rightsy. My name is Anthony, I'm the creative director, and we're here at TA Tech 2023 interviewing CEOs, founders, and executives to just learn a little bit about them and what they're doing, as well as their insights on the industry. We have a nice guest for you guys today, and this is Mr. Michael Ang with JobElephant.com. Is that correct?
That's right.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
please
pleasure.
let everybody know, who you are, what you do there, and what Job Elephant is and does.
Yeah, so I'm the founder, CEO of Job Elephant. Started about 20-something years ago. It's first and foremost a recruitment advertising agency, and what that means is that we're essentially a broker of job boards.
Okay.
So that's why I'm at a conference for job boards.
Yes.
So we work with a lot of different folks in this space. And then we've really focused our business on public sector.
Okay.
So most of our customers currently are colleges, universities, but also small government, things like that as well. And it was just an underserved group, frankly. A lot of my competitors were focused on other big enterprises, healthcare and hospitality and all these types of things. And so it was a good fit over 20 years ago, and it's remained so. We work with now about 1,000 colleges and universities across the country.
Nice.
Even here at UT Austin, where we are currently seated, is a customer. So when they need to hire for a groundskeeper, or they need to hire for a dean for a school,
sure,
they call Job Elephant. And we have all kinds of technology around getting their jobs and distributing those jobs to all the different job boards out there in the world, right? And so we do that. We also power our own job boards. So we maybe 15 years ago started doing these microsites. I'm thinking of job boards that are very, very specific.
Niche.
So yeah, super
Okay.
niche, if you will. So we power now about 150 different job boards, and we have some partners that have come to us and said, hey, we're unsatisfied with the vendor that we're using. You guys power job boards. Can you power our job boards?
Sure.
So we said, yeah, we can do that, and we've set up those types of arrangements. So that's really in a nutshell the crux of our business is advertising roles for colleges and universities for a wide variety. I always like to joke that I've advertised for rocket scientists at Caltech, and I've also advertised for manure shovelers in rural Pennsylvania. So
Okay.
It's really a gamut.
The whole gambit. Yeah. What makes Job Elephant different? Right. What's the special sauce with you guys that you won't necessarily get from a competitor, but like what let the people know.
Yeah. So I really think that where most it's easy to say, but where a lot of these competitors or other organizations are so much focused on automation and so much focused on ROI, which of course we do all that as well. But it really boils down to service. It's customer service.
Care about your candidate.
Well, it's the employer. They have questions. They where should I advertise? How should I advertise? Explain to me how this works, et cetera, et cetera. And so it's picking up the phone. And we're based in San Diego, but we have offices across the country, and I've got customer service people that literally answer the phone, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. So it really covers a lot. And on top of that, we have chat. We have all sorts of different means. Emails are answered within minutes rather than hours or days. You'll never see a ticketing system with Job Elephant where it's like, oh, I have a question. Okay, fill out a form. No, that's none of that.
No, that's awesome, man. I think that's a lost art, right? Because with the world of automation and scale, sometimes we forget about people are humans, right? And so you have to put that human touch into it. So you're saying that Job Elephant has that good human touch, that good service providing ability to be able to service people on that one-on-one level.
Exactly.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I heard you're still taking calls from the chat, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I will. I get in there.
Someone needs their resume updated.
I try to give them advice whatever I can.
I'm teasing. But that's awesome. That's awesome. We really like to hear things like that. What most excites you about this industry right now? Like especially over, the next year or so. What are some of those things?
I think that there's going to be more and more consolidation. I think that's easy to predict, and I'm optimistic that there'll be maybe because of AI. Well, I think that there's just going to be a need for consolidation because it's just so fragmented right now. It's so balkanized, right? You have the ATSs that don't want to talk or play nice with anybody. You have the job boards that are running in fear of whatever else that might be, whether it's Google or some other major corporation that might be coming into the space. And I really think that there's an opportunity to circle the wagons. Well, one of the ways to do that is becoming larger and through acquisition, or just through some other types of normalizing, whether that's standardization of some of the different technologies behind the scenes. So we play in that space as well to try to help bridge a lot. As an ad agency, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm definitely a middleman.
Yeah.
And so I'm working with the employers, I'm working with the job seekers, I'm looking for all those vendors in this space. So I have to play nice with everybody.
Makes total sense. Do you think AI is a part of that as well? Like, what's your take on AI? Does Job Elephant utilize AI?
We are not utilizing AI, but we are using what I will call machine learning. So we've been using that for several years. It's very rules-based decisions is basically what we're looking at, which is AI is taking that to a whole different level, and that's coming. I know it's coming, but I still haven't been convinced yet to see the application of how we can monetize it, but also how it would benefit. What is the outcome that we're looking for in order to get the better results?
Yeah. What are some of the things that you've learned over here at TA Tech this year, and like from some of the great speakers, or maybe some new insights? Was there anything that stood out to you?
I really think that the benefit of this conference in general is the human connection of actually pressing the flesh and coming together, and relating to people in that way. And honestly, it was some of the stories that were told that I mean, how random are the story about amnesia, or the story about meeting your bride at a TA Tech conference. I mean, those were just like, I was not expecting that.
I got one of those stories too with one of the interviewers.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I was talking with Vinay from Our Chili, and he's from a certain town in India that most people don't really know about, and I had been there.
Oh.
And so I was super geeked up to share my experience.
Right.
He loved that, because most people, if India, it's like New Delhi,
right?
Bombay, things like that, right? So I was talking to him, and then I pulled out my pictures from when I was there 13 years ago, and he knew the people.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he worked
That's
with
insane.
them before. He worked with them.
That's insane.
It was such a small world. So
right.
He took a selfie with me and shared it to the guy, like, hey, I'm here with Anthony. So like that was one of those moments as well. So like those serendipitous moments that you get coming to conferences.
Exactly.
So that's awesome for you to share that. Well, let everybody know where they could find you as well as your company online at.
Yeah, so jobelephant.com is our domain. I'm on LinkedIn, of course. My email address is simply michael@jobelephant. So I get lots of spam that way. But I do answer the phone, and I do respond to appropriately to all those emails.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your wisdom. Thank you for talking with us and giving us a little bit of insight into what you guys do at Job Elephant. And we appreciate you, man.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We are Rightsy. We are here at TA Tech 2023 conducting executive interviews with founders, CEOs, and other C-suites to learn more about the online recruitment place industry. We really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon.